Hey, Shauna, welcome. How's the day going so far? Hey, Marcus, how's it going? We will start in just a moment here. Off to a good start with 7 people tuning in. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully, everybody's Tuesday afternoon is going fantastically. Okay, we'll get our timer going here. And link start. We have an elite group of people. By Swayze as well. Welcome. Going to church to take a shower in about an hour, so not sticking around long. Fair enough, fair enough. Ruben, we do got the midday stream. Kiddos are napping, so we get to have a little fun, do some shenanigan, hunting, all that fun stuff. There we go. After setting up the mail glitch, you think Mr. Mime will be a permanent stay on all your future teams. He is fast and strong. Mr. Mime is like slept on a lot. He's pretty good. Ash's mom seems to think so anyways. You unfortunately can't stay. Hey, catch you next stream, Marcus. Thanks for popping in anyways. So, if you guys recall, last night I was telling you about this Umbreon plushie that I managed to snag from Pokemon Center. I have an Espeon one that's arriving today because I ordered them at the same time. When I saw the box at my parents' place, it was so big that I was like, oh, sweet. They packaged them both in the same box and just shipped them in one. That's awesome. No, no. There's only one in this box. And I said that it was almost as big as my desk. It could barely slide under my desk and it would almost be touching the top of the desk. That's how big this box is. It's insane. You took a break at 7,500. Gonna start back when you get the new OLED, or when your OLED gets here. That's fair. Get a little bit of double encounters going on. I definitely recommend doing that if ever possible. Always, always hunt on more than one console if you can. I would be doing it on this one if I could. Not waiting for yours. Gonna keep grinding until you get it. You need that shiny Charmander. If it's of any consolation, Ruben, if I'm not mistaken, this shiny Charizard is still the black Charizard. I think it was changed in Gen 6. If it wasn't still going to get it. Facts. It's worth it. I don't think I will have much of a stream tonight, if any at all. If I do, it'll probably be 9 to 10:30 at best. I got a buddy coming over. We're gonna see if we can do some shenanigans on his laptop and get some stuff working for him. But I might still be able to get on afterwards for a little bit. Stretch. I think we can get in line with that. I think we can do a good stretch. Oh, my kid had me pretending to be a horse the other day. My arms are actually quite tight right now. I was bucking him, so I was basically just doing push-ups. Oh, I hate that L button. That L button doesn't need to be a thing. You remember doing that with both kids? Yeah, they make you put in some work, don't they? I think my kid finally had his consciousness downloaded to his brain this last week. You know, where they really start trying to speak in sentences and understand what's going on with things and all that. Like, there's more of a presence behind the eyes than just, you know, just a random melody going off in the brain. And he's actually becoming a really cute, almost 3.5-year-old. Hey, Moondrop, doing well, and yourself? It's almost like he's starting to have thought behind things and not just impulse driven. Heading over to YouTube since ads can be skipped there after a point. That's fair. If anybody here has Amazon Prime and isn't currently using their Prime benefit for a free monthly Twitch subscription, it would be greatly appreciated if it was used on my channel. But I understand if it's used elsewhere. There are a lot of good streamers out there for which it could be used. Shauna's on YouTube now. Welcome back. Gary Williams, you'll smoke that leaf green with your fire red? Fair enough. I too prefer to play on fire red most of the time. But for a shiny only badge quest, I think leaf green's got some better options for Pokemon. At least as far as version exclusives go. And I'm going to get a Bulbasaur, so I figured it's got to be on leaf green. Get the color matching, all that. Ain't got Prime? I don't have Prime either. Hey, Whis, the emotes are great though. Nice. Devil 6, Fire Nostalgia. Heck yeah. It's a good nostalgia game. Dominic, welcome. You're new here? Glad to have you. We're grinding away at some encounters, seeing what we can find. And it's best if I, actually look at the Pokemon to see if it's shiny or not before just exiting out of it. It's beneficial, helps the hunt. We're just grinding away. Got a shiny Deoxys like 2-3 days ago. Got it in like 35 minutes, 71 encounters. So I think I've spent the bulk of my shiny luck for Gen 3 on that. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be in for a long hunt for this guy. I think the odds have got to balance out at some point. And it's probably going to be this guy. That shiny Deoxys was like one of the most epic shiny hunts I've had on the channel to date. I dare say it was even crazier than Cresselia. And I got that in 16 encounters on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Deoxys has got to be a channel highlight for sure. Yeah, this is Leaf Green for the Switch. Blasted Ruben's ears off when I found it. It was quite a great time. And we're averaging about one encounter every 40-ish seconds if I'm on it. Like, if I was really tuned in and like locked in, it would be more closer to 1 every 30 seconds. You stopped playing Gen 6, but you wish you knew the mail glitch in Fire Res Leaf Green, though? Heck yeah. You knew the clone glitch in Pokemon Emerald? Doesn't the clone glitch in Emerald also use, like, a mail of some kind to do that? I'm pretty sure this is a persistent Gen 3 problem. How does the clone glitch in Emerald work? Also, I apologize for slaughtering your name initially. I now know what that word says. It just took me like 5 minutes to process. Dominican. Wow. It's in the Battle Frontier at the Battle Tower of the NPCs. Okay. I've never really been in the Battle Tower. Like, I've been there, obviously, but I've never spent more time in there than doing the initial battle. And then be like, you know what? This ain't for me. You don't have to battle anyone. You just go to the building and start cloning. You can also clone Master Balls and Rare Candies. Hey, that's what's up. I'll have to look into that one. Oh, I hope they turn that building alarm off soon. This stream might be getting cut short. Real short, real fast. They're testing sprinkler systems in our apartment complex. And there's an alarm going off right now. My kid is terrified of them. He will pick them out of whatever noise is going on and just start like freaking out. So he's asleep right now. But if that alarm comes up front and center to my apartment building, he's gonna get woke up. this is like one of the worst parts of the year when they start testing fire alarm, because they make a whole freaking month out of it. They tested to make sure the alarm sounds and works for the complex like last week, and this week they're testing the sprinklers. So like they shouldn't need to sound an alarm for the sprinklers to be tested, but what do I know? So Dominican, what does the shiny duplication cloning uh, look like in Emerald? How does one perform that? You'll explain it, but it may take a bit. That's fine. We got time. Mostly. Oop, I wanted that Pokemon. My bad, my bad. Whoa, Gary, you're glitching, man. So after you beat the game and you get to the battle frontier, you go to the battle tower. In there are like 5 NPCs. I'm following so far. Let's give Chair an encounter. No dice. You go to the furthest one right next to the PC. Before you talk to her, put in the PC you want to clone. Gosh dang it. There we go. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a fine Tuesday day, afternoon, morning. Go to the furthest one. Oh, wait, I already read that one. Hat, JK, false alarm. Okay, what do we got? Team. Okay, I got a Tailo. Does the spot on the PC matter? Pokemon. Oh, I'm already kind of where I need to be. Oop, we're in the bag. That's not where we want to be. All right, what do we got? Bag. We'll try an Everstone just to be sure. Okay. Hey, Shauna, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us as we grind some more encounters. Okay, what do we got? It says, go to the furthest to the right next to the PC. Before you talk to her, put in the PC the Pokemon you want to clone. Is this the lady at the desk or the girl with black hair with pigtails? I'm guessing it's the lady at the desk. I was today years old when I found out that the third generation does have a PC duplication glitch. That's awesome. Okay, before I talk to her, put in the PC the Pokemon I want to clone. Deposit. Abra. Okay. After that, save the game. Then withdraw. It'll pause for like 2 seconds, then reset your game. Let's see if it worked. Shiz. Hopefully that's the only time that they're going to sound that. My kid is up. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so I do got them coming to test my alarm here in a minute. So if I need to, we're gonna pause this someone's PC, withdraw, Abra, open. Then she'll ask you again, say no. Sean, welcome. Your Pokemon plush are sitting on the desk that you're sitting at. Why, you may ask? Because you saw them in shiny, so you had to bring them. Yeah, basically. I got a big A Umbreon next to my desk right now. When turning off the glitch, it is important to store the original 5 mail into the PC and keep dupe holding Pokemon in your party, or can they be deposited and used for later? If you aren't using any of the original 5, then yeah, you could definitely deposit them into the... Well, you can't deposit them into the box because they're holding mail, and you can't put Pokemon into the box with mail just because they didn't want that, so you have to remove the 5 mail entirely. Okay, my party is full. So it's saved. Yeah, so we're withdrawn. Yeah, I think this is actually going to fast track corrupting my save file more than anything. Bulbasaur Shiny Hunt? Yep, let's go. Sean, my favorite Pokemon is Swampert. I love Swampert. We need a new light goal. Okay, give me 1 second to deal with an alarm. we'll see if my kid goes back to sleep. He's been asleep for about an hour at this point, so he could definitely sleep longer. But that alarm might have just messed with him immensely. He detests alarms. Is it better to keep the glitch running until you get the Master Ball, Earthquake, and Psychic? Yeah, probably. So, like, there's really no reason to turn the glitch off unless you need your Pokemon to be holding an item for better battling techniques. So, like, I turned the glitch off so I can give Charizard an Amulet coin, and Blastoise a spell tag so that I can have repels and whatnot. But if you find that you don't need that, then that's fine too. Also, I see that sub count went up to 358. Thank you guys. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, Hayden is epic as hunting a Ho-Oh. That's what's up. Oh, my bad, my bad. There we go. That looks much better. Swampert is underrated. Facts. Sean knows what's up. And then just remove the mail and be done. Yeah, so if you remove the 5 mail that you do have on your Pokemon, the glitch is essentially done. However, there will always be that one letter off in space that never gets assigned anywhere. So anytime you want to turn it back on, you just give your Pokemon 5 mail with a word written on them, and it'll be active again. I prefer to trash the mail instead of sending it to my box. But that's just me. How are you today, Jurgen? If you're still hanging out, I did see your message a while back and responded to it, but I didn't call out who it was from. Still here? Glad to have you. Hunting as well? Are you also hunting Bulbasaur or something else? You have over 700 rare candies, max money, and like 90 extra nuggets. That's what's up. You're set by Swayze. Although I think like for Gen 3, you need around 1800 or 2400 rare candies to level up everything. For Kanto, I think you can do it with about 1200 or so rare candies. Hayden is epic. Can't stay, but helped out on the like goal. I saw you shiny hunting a Ho-Oh. Is that still ongoing? You can't find your shiny Pokemon in Legend ZA. I've had some pretty good luck with ZA. Bulbasaur, duh. Respect. Are you doing a shiny only badge quest type playthrough, or are you just looking for a shiny starter? Is this the beginning of a longer ordeal, or just for a one-off? Just want to get some extra Master Balls and TMs for hunts and then turn it off? That makes sense. Shiny Nuzlocke. So, are your Nuzlocke rules you have to delete them, or are you just boxing them, benching them for the rest of the game if they faint? Delete, they go to the farm. Send them to the ranch. What do you need that many for to max everything to 100? Fully evolve every evolution line with rare candies alone. You're not catching it if it's another Trubbish because you have 2 shiny Trubbish and an alpha Trubbish. I don't know, been doing any Wild Zone 3 shiny hunting? That goes pretty fast. Just stick a rubber band on your controller and go up and down the staircase until shiny spawns. That can get you like 15 new shinies if you haven't done that already. You just heard the shiny sparkles again. Also don't have any rubber bands. Shoelace would probably work. Unravel one of the strings from one of your least favorite shirts. We can get creative. trying to find a shiny, but the only thing that you can see is a bunch of Pokemon that you wish was a shiny. I'm gonna think that Parkour was supposed to be Pancham. One of these days, I should really play Stardew Valley to figure out what that's all about. Like, these remixes are pretty fire, but I have no idea what that is. You just realize there's this impossible to get on top of roof. Maybe Pokemon are there as well. I think it's possible to get on. Most likely it is, but wouldn't it be funny if that wasn't the case? It sounds like some Scarlet and Violet level nonsense where the shinies can spawn inside the wall. Oh, my kid is awake, but he's not asking to leave his bed yet. So, like, I guess we'll stream as long as he's patient. Can you switch your party members around and not mess the glitch up? Absolutely you can. You say hi, buddy, to Delibird, and he's like, no, I'm not your buddy. I'm going to phase out of existence. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Sounds accurate, too. Doobie Drew, welcome. You got a shiny Slowpoke today? That is lit. Congrats. Doobie, question. Was it a Cantonian or a Galarian Slowpoke? And in what game? Thanks for the luck. We'll take that. Leaf green. So Cantonian. Awesome. I love it. What's its final evolution, if any? You gonna go Slowking, Slowbro, keep it a 6 Slowpoke? Haven't decided yet? Probably just transfer it to home as a Slowpoke. That's fair. What would I do? Honestly, I think I would go Slowking. I prefer Slowking as opposed to Slowbro. But like I also do like Slowbro, so next Pokemon you see that isn't this Fletchling that is currently yelling at you, you're gonna investigate very carefully and try not to die. Yeah, I'd probably go Slowking. I'm actually pretty sure I have the entire shiny line in both Cantonian and Galarian forms somewhere. I really need to get all my Pokemon organized into Pokemon Home again. I went through and separated out all of the Pokemon with Brass Coin as the trainer name, and am catching them again as Sludge Bomb, and my box is a mess, and I've just never put time into getting it fixed. I really need to, though. Perhaps that's what I'll do while my kids are playing. My kid's just in there laying in his bed, eyes open, just staring up at space. Hopefully he's not in there just trembling. That would suck. You got a shiny Magikarp, and it was in a wild zone too, but it was not in range where you were able to catch it, and you accidentally landed a one-hit KO on it. Oof. That is terrible luck. There it is. Lucas, welcome. How long I been on the hunt? About 11 hours. Oh, good, I did keep my timer running. I would say, like, actively, probably like 12 hours. My timer doesn't reflect that. I did about 600 or so encounters while I was playing through my Fire Red copy, intermittently, of course, so like I didn't keep a timer on that, but a dedicated stream time run of Fire Red Leaf Green, this has been 10 hours 50 minutes. Didn't see it was hiding by the chat. Yeah, it's kind of stuck behind there a little bit. Back then you didn't know you could have saved. Yeah, everybody has that lesson learned once in one of those games. I too had to learn that lesson in ZA. Or no, it was Legends Arceus. I found a shiny Eevee and failed to save, and it ran away on me. You're hunting for a second shiny Abra right now? That's what's up, Lucas. Best of luck on that one. Lucas, have you already been over to the second channel, the Sludge Bomb Trainer one? First one took 18 hours. Yeah, these hunts will do that to you. They take a long time. 18 hours actually isn't too terrible now that I think about it, but by SV standards, it's an eternity, but in the grand scheme of what these could run, it's pretty quick. 55 checks per soft reset? Yeah, you're definitely getting those pretty quick. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should use glitches in this run. Because, like, I really want to use the Nugget Bridge glitch to set up a shiny Abra hunt. You decided not to use them so it'd be more authentic? I can respect that. You're at almost, what, 40 hours in or a little over? Something like that, Ruben. You're getting pretty high up there. You're still in the lab too? Thanks, DA. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's going slowly. Oh good, he decided to close his eyes again. Good luck on your shiny hunt as well, DA. I think more than the shiny hunt, what we're after mainly is growing the secondary channel here in getting that up to 500 subscribers and whatnot. This is just a nice, fun way to grind, shiny hunt, and help that goal to happen. You're playing Fire Red and going for Charmander. I believe that's what Ruben's going for as well. The shiny Mander. I'm doing a whole shiny only badge quest for this, so like I figured Bulbasaur would be the best pick for me presently. You're going to get another duplicate shiny in Generation 10 because the last 2 Pokemon games you got both duplicate shiny. It's a pretty easy thing to have happen in the Generation 8, 9, and 10 games, I'm sure. We'll see about 10. I doubt that they'll make shiny hunting more restrictive. You heard a rumor, if the legendary dog does roar, it's gone forever. If you save the game, that is not a rumor, that is a fact. It is a terrible design flaw in these games. If the roaming legendary uses roar, it disappears off the face of the universe. It's gone. So master ball that sucker as fast as possible.
So I was hearing from
Oh, why are we playing videos? That was crazy. What if it's not shiny? Does it disappear if you run from battle? So if you're shiny hunting the legendary dog, you cannot run away from it. You would soft reset the second you see that sucker and it's not shiny. So the way you hunt the legendary dogs is you encounter it, see if it's shiny, reset. So that's the only thing that you can do in that game. You save, run back and forth in a route until you run into the dog, or beast rather. And then if it's not shiny, you power off, power back on, or otherwise reset your game, and then run into it again. If you run from the Pokemon, it's already decided whether or not it's shiny. Yeah, it's a one-time encounter because the second you find it, it locks in whether or not that Pokemon's going to be shiny. So you got the first encounter only to see if it's shiny or not. Like, you could run from it and then later run into it again, but if it was shiny when you first ran into it, it's always going to be shiny. If it's not shiny, then it will never shine. So you just gotta reset and see if you can re-roll that first encounter. So if you load the game and run into it again, it'll be the same encounter as what you're saying. If you save, yes. So you save before you first encounter the Pokemon. And that's going to be your save state. So after you've saved, you will... The best place to do this, all right, is you get your Pokemon. You set it to, I believe, like level 45, give or take. Put a shadow tag or a spell tag on it. I think it's a spell tag. Whichever one acts as a repel. You save the game just outside of Pewter City, in between Pewter City and Viridian Forest. And then
You run back and forth into the forest, up into the grass, into the forest, up into the grass until you run into the roaming legendary. If it's shiny, you catch it. If it's not shiny, you turn the game off, turn it back on, and then rinse and repeat until it shines. Sean over there saying hi. All 3 dogs have the roar? Yeah, basically. And what Pokemon did you choose, Lucas? Charmander because it's fire red. Then you either... I think you're going to run into Suicune. L is for lucky. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think you're going to run into Suicune. I believe it gives you the dog that you're weak against. Or beast. And C is for cookie. And that's good enough for me. If you know, you know. One thing I can positively say is I don't think you're encountering Entei. But just because I said it that way, that's going to make that be the case. Okay, I am correct. You get the one that's strong against you. So Bulbasaur yields Entei, Charmander reads Suicune, Squirtle yields Raikou. You might as well keep your Master Ball for him. Exactly. Or clone it. Like I did, because I wasn't messing around. Which is also another reason why I am choosing Bulbasaur for this run. Is for the shiny beastie hunt. S is for subscriber to Sludge Bomb. I like that even more. That's what's up. S is for subscribe to Sludge Bomb Trainer. And let's get that channel to 500 subscribers. And then we can enable memberships and have some cool emotes put on the channel. I can't wait till that day. You don't want to cheat. If you want an extra Master Ball, you'll make an extra save file. That's fair. I can respect that. I've done that several times. Meanwhile, Sean, you have 121 subs. That's not bad. The missing no days are over, but the retro mail glitch lives on. Not near as good, but it'll have to do. You don't think glitching is cheating? Just how you feel about it? I usually maintain that. Like, if I was playing the game personally for myself, I usually don't count glitching as cheating. But for the purposes of, like, challenges, if it says no glitching, then yeah. But I definitely, in my Fire Red playthrough, glitched some rare candies in. But I was playing through it most of the time with the end goal of getting through to Deoxys. So, Allsan15, welcome. Is this the first starter you've been resetting, or have I tried with other ones? This is the first. This is the first. We're beginning our shiny only badge quest and looking for a Bulbasaur to start us off strong. Wipe out Brock and Misty with that one. Hopefully get us a Nidoran in between those two and see where the rest of the journey takes us. You did it too much when you were a kid. You don't want to ruin the fun of the grind. Speaking of, I was at the action replay age for Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I have like almost permanently ruined that game for myself. At least on a DS, I absolutely have. I can play BDSP just fine, but I cannot pop in a copy of Diamond or Pearl on the DS without an action replay because that game just runs like dog crap. Like, it is so slow. And so I always have like running shoes times 10 on, infinite rare candies, catch trainers Pokemon. It's ridiculous. What would be a silly idea for Pokemon plush video? I've done on the channel before my son choosing his starter Pokemon out of all of the starter plushies. You will glitch your Fire Red, not gonna miss a shiny legendary. True that. Not bad, Lucas. Yeah, those are great games to start with. Those were so fun, finding the glitches and stuff. Because like, it was before the age of the internet, so you just tinkered with stuff. You would hear rumors of rumors and have to go and test it out. And I thought that was really cool. Because like, they're definitely not going to put that glitch in like Nintendo Power. You're trying the hard way with Charmander? What do you mean by that, Alsan? You don't think you have enough starter Pokemon plushies? You only have the Gen 1 starters and the Gen 7 starters, except for Poplio? Oh my gosh, it is so expensive to buy all of them, let me tell you. I did it. You're at like easily $800 for the set of all like 27 of them or whatever it is. And when Gen 10 comes out, I'm going to have to drop another 45 on
the new 3 starters. Hatching eggs, probably. Oh gosh, that sounds like torture. Alright, after this encounter, we're gonna give the chair an encounter and see what they can find. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I should have just waited a minute there. My son is now awake, so I will have to end the stream here. I'll do 2 more resets real fast, and then we'll be done. What's my favorite out of the 3 Generation 10 starters? My favorite is Gekwa, hands down. Gekwa has the potential to be Swampert 2.0. Imagine if someone found a glitch to hunt shiny Alpha Mewtwo in Fire Red. That would be insane. Raid? Maybe we got a raid. I don't know. Did the views just go up a whole bunch? Viewer activity. All right. And at 1560. Oh, great. There's an alarm going off here. Let's see. Not yet.
I actually don't have the settings to rate, it looks like. Go to YouTube. Oh, I'm not in YouTube Studio. Yes, I am. Studio. Live. Click edit. Customization. Okay, I think I figured it out. This is going to be kind of funny. Oh, I have to enable it. Weird. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Let's do this one.
How's the audio for the GBA? Is it too quiet or anything?
Oh, apparently nobody has permissions. Well, we're just going to end it because that's pretty crazy. So, we'll catch you guys later. Joshua James, thanks for popping in. Sorry you caught us as we were ending the stream, but I'm going to hope to be live tonight in about 6 more hours. So, if you're able to, we'll catch you then.